Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be how the narcissist keeps people holding on. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. And yes, we have some visitors here in the background, waddling around, getting nutrients, eating. Spring is here, summer's around the corner. But how the narcissist keeps people holding on, it's because the narcissist has people trapped in that narcissistic abusive cycle. Many people are still in the devaluation stage. Many people are caught up in the trauma bond. Many people don't even know that they're in a narcissistic relationship. And this is what the narcissist is hoping for. They're hoping that these people stay stuck and subservient to the narcissist. And this is how they keep people holding on. The narcissist administers themselves at little doses of toxicity throughout the day, the week, the month, etc. There's no stability in these narcissistic relationships. You will never get commonplace. You will never get growth, fulfillment, commitment, togetherness. What you will get are unanswered questions. You will get being ghosted. You will get being hung up on. You will have plans that will be made, suddenly become broken. You will experience verbal abuse, financial abuse, emotional abuse. You will be stuck until you are not. Now I can say all those things because these are the things I experienced, which is why I create videos each and every day to pay it forward to those people who don't even know what kind of relationship they're in, and also to give reminders to those people who do know what kind of relationship they were in or perhaps even are in right now. You see, once you've identified that you're in a toxic relationship, maybe even narcissistic, you really need to take it seriously and understand that getting out of that relationship as quickly and as soon as you possibly can is the path. The narcissist won't make your life easy. They never have and they never will. They will keep administering themselves, which means they will continue to try and pop up here and there and stay living in your mind rent-free as long as you have avenues of communication which are still open to them. This is what the narcissist wants. They want to have access to you. They want to know about your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations, what you are doing today, what you did yesterday, who you were with, why you're doing this, why you're not doing that, what your hair color is, what kind of car you're driving, when you go to work next, etc. They want to learn everything about you. Now pause there for a moment. When you were in the relationship, and maybe you still are with the narcissist, you were allowed to, you were expected to provide answers to all the questions that they were asking you. And that's exactly what you did. You reported back to them. You told them every detail of everything about what you experienced or what they wanted to know. On top of that, if you asked the narcissist questions, you would get nothing. You would get smoke and mirrors. You'll get word salad. You would get, I don't want to talk about that, or we'll talk about it later, or I've got to go, or you'd be hung up on, or maybe you would be given the silent treatment. Who knows what would happen, but what I can tell you is that the narcissist knows what they're doing. They know how to administer themselves. They know how to pepper people with abuse sporadically, intermittently. They have multiple people stuck on the hook at any one time. It wasn't just you, or it isn't just you. You may think it is just you, it's not. The narcissist is a master manipulator. They love to triangulate people. They love to smear people's names. They love to play people off of each other. They love to gaslight people, to stonewall them, to give them the silent treatment. And the narcissist wants to pop up whenever they want to pop up. And it's many times when you're on the healing path and you're feeling strong, or you're feeling like you leveled up, you just made some good growth. That's when the narcissist many times will rear their ugly head, because the narcissist does have a sixth sense. They had that sense long before they met you. They still have it now. The difference is you are now understanding how to combat that sixth sense. You're understanding that you also have acquired a sixth sense. That is why you're becoming, or you have become, the educated empath. Somebody who has put yourself back together, or who is putting yourself back together piece by piece, day by day, week by week, etc. Once you rise through the ashes like a phoenix and you heal properly, and you understand what narcissism is at its core and how it affected you, and how yes, you were brainwashed, how yes, you were manipulated, how yes, you were stuck pining for them, how yes, you were sitting by the smartphone, how yes, you would make plans with them, they'd be blown up, or the plans would be cut short, how yes, they were triangulating you, and how they were trying to live in your mind rent-free. Once you understand all those things and you wrap your head around them and you're out of it, then you look back and you say, I am so fortunate to be out of that relationship. It was so debilitating. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't perform at my job at a high level. I wasn't taking care of myself or my health. I didn't want to go out to the store to buy certain goods or supplies, etc. I just wanted to stay where I was because I didn't know what had happened to me. This again is all by design at the hands of the narcissist. Remember, the narcissist dishes out punishment to anybody they encounter. And there are multiple people they're doing this with at any one time. But you have to heal from the relationship. I've said it for over 4+ years, I'll say it again. This is the relationship you need to heal from. So you may think, no, it's not such a big deal. I'll just get back out there, start dating, or whatever. I'll be good in a month or a week or so. Not so fast. In any other relationship you were a part of, I can almost assure you, you didn't have to heal from it. But the narcissistic relationship by design is the only relationship known to humanity where you have to heal from it, because it's bizarro world. What is up is down, what is left is right, what is black is white, what is in is out, etc. The narcissist speaks in forked tongues. They speak gibberish. They speak out of both sides of their mouth. They will never give you clarity. They will never give you closure. They will never give you answers to anything you want to know. And the more the narcissist collects about you, collects information that is, and where you are on the journey, the more they can weaponize that against you today or at a later date. That is why no good deed goes unpunished in these narcissistic relationships. They all have an expiration date, and they all head to destructionsville. And the person who's left reeling, the person who's left picking up the pieces or left holding the bag is you, and it certainly was me. But we didn't know back then what we're knowing now or what we're acquiring. We didn't realize that this person who claimed to care about us or claimed to be the love of our life or claimed to love us, etc., we didn't know that they were trying to destroy us from the inside out. And that's exactly what these people do. That is why you really need to take this seriously. This is your life. This isn't a movie. It isn't a documentary. It isn't a miniseries. It is your life. You need to realize that the narcissist does know what they're doing. They did it with you. They did it before they met you, and they're doing it right now if they're still out on the planet gallivanting the globe. All they do is change people. They are loyal to nobody. They can interchange or swap relationships like that because they don't care about anybody. Everybody is replaceable. Nobody is irreplaceable. Everybody is expendable. Nobody is spared in these relationships. Not the children of the narcissist, not their spouses, not their siblings, their parents, their coworkers, colleagues, people in hobby groups and or organizations they are and or were a part of. Nobody's immune to it. Everybody gets punished one way or the other, whether it's directly or indirectly. Every single layer of the onion that I'm peeling back for you, every time you peel one back or I peel one back, there are 3 more that pop up. We are all on an endless quest looking for the wisdom, applying the tools, getting stronger, getting smarter, and realizing that the narcissist does know what they're doing, and realizing that the narcissist doesn't care about anybody but themselves. So as I'm mentioning to you here, what is the narcissist doing right now? They're trying to keep people stuck. They want people to be thinking about them. The narcissist needs to be needed. They need to have multiple people at the tip of their fingers on their smartphones. When this person's calling, that person's texting. When that person's texting, that person's emailing. When that person's emailing, this person's on a dating app. When that person's on a dating app, this person's on a different social media app. That's why the narcissist lies so often, so frequently, because they can't keep up with all the lies. So they just pile one lie on top of another, on top of another, on top of another. There's no accountability. There is no honesty or integrity within the narcissist. All it is one script that's playing around in their mind, and it just keeps going like this. And it says things like this: I matter, I am important, people care about me, people need me, I am worshipped, I am the best, people need me, people worship me, I am the best. That's their tiny little brain going around. And you may think, well, it's not really like that, is it, Andrew? Yes, it is. Because the narcissist is a mimicker. They're a copier. They steal people's hopes, dreams, aspirations, ideas. They steal people's futures. And what they want to do is they want to keep people trapped as long as they possibly can in that narcissistic fog, so those people never escape. And that's what they had did with virtually everybody before they met you, but they can't do it with you because you're here. You're getting your cup full. You're understanding that the narcissist does know what they're doing. They don't care. They want, actually, if you flip it, not only do they not care about you, but they're trying to do damage to you. There's a whole different difference between being indifferent with somebody and actually trying to do damage with somebody. The narcissist is the latter. They want to hurt and punish people for having the skill sets that they don't have, which include empathy, love, kindness, commitment, encouragement, strength, purpose, direction, fortitude, everything else. These are things the narcissist doesn't have. So when you realize what the narcissist wants to do, they want you wasting your time. They want you thinking about them. They want you wondering, did they love you? Do they love you? Can they change? They want you holding on to one little breadcrumb of whatever it is you're holding on to. And we were all at one point holding on to a breadcrumb of something. Maybe it was a breadcrumb of that person we saw in the love bomb stage. Maybe it was a breadcrumb that that person, i.e. the narcissist, is actually going to pay us back the money they owe us. Maybe it's that breadcrumb that, yes, I will be able to see the children or the stepchildren after a period of time because I'm being parental alienated. Maybe it's a breadcrumb of, you know what, when we get divorced, they're going to do the right thing and they're going to settle for 50-50. They're not going to try and take me to the cleaners. There are so many different breadcrumbs that we all hold on to. Each and every one of us, we're holding on to multiple breadcrumbs at any one point, and then it all boils down to one breadcrumb. So whatever that breadcrumb is for you, my hope is that you are in a place where you can let it go. If not today, I get it, but consider doing it in the future, because the more you stay stuck and tethered thinking about the narcissist, the longer it will take to heal. The longer it will take to heal, the more they will be in your mind. The more they're in your mind, possibly the more you will ruminate and the more you'll be thinking about them. That's not what you want. What you want is to have a small footprint, to insulate and protect yourself, to realize these people don't change, they only deteriorate, they don't care about anybody but themselves, and that once you cut the ties, and the 4 ties are the emotional tie, the financial tie, the physical tie, and the spiritual tie. Once you cut those ties, things improve for you. Do they improve for you immediately? No, they improve over time. But as you are healing and getting stronger, the narcissist is reeling and getting weaker. As they get weaker, your cup gets full. The more your cup gets full, the more clarity arrives in your mind. The more clarity that arrives in your mind, the less toxicity is running through your veins. The less toxicity that's running through your veins, the less control that the narcissist has over you. The less control they have over you, the stronger you get. And the stronger you get, the weaker they get. And I know I just went in a whole big circle there. It's because I have to repeat myself to get you to understand. If you're caught up in the trauma bond right now, if you're caught up in the narcissistic fog, if you're confused, if you can't get out of bed, you can't go to work, you're not sure what's going on, you can't even turn a light switch on, you gained weight, you lost weight, you're ruminating, etc. You need to realize there is a way out. And the way out is to stop, and I mean stop communicating with this person. It's not that easy, I understand, but begin to make baby steps and pull back. Instead of checking your smartphone every 10 minutes, maybe check it every 20 minutes or half an hour. Instead of when the narcissist texts you, if you haven't got no contact yet, instead of responding or reacting immediately, put the phone down and think about if you're gonna respond to them or not. Get these people as far away from you and as fast away from you as you possibly can. They don't change. They do know what they're doing. They want to live in your mind rent-free. They want to keep you trapped and stuck. They want to be able to come back at a later date and finish you off. They want you to not break the cycle. They don't want you to be the generational curse breaker. They don't want you to heal. They don't want you to see behind the mask. And they want you to be in that environment, in your mind, where they are existing and you're thinking about them, wondering who they're with, what they're doing, why they won't call you, why they won't text you, etc. When you wrap your head around the fact that the narcissist knows what they're doing it with multiple people right now, but they can no longer do it with you because you cracked the code. You found that needle in a haystack, and now you're applying the tools that are provided for you with each and every video I create, and with all the beautiful comments from all over the world. You see, we are a community. We are independent people, all scattered all over the world, but we're part of the higher consciousness. And that higher consciousness, more and more people in the community and on the channel are arriving where? That's right, at that pinnacle of indifference, the mountaintop of indifference, where we no longer care about the narcissist or anybody who was supporting them in the smear campaign and blowing up our lives back then. You see, if anyone you're communicating with right now is 1, 2, or even 3 steps away from the narcissist, be careful, because you don't know who a flying monkey is. You don't know when they're going to rear their ugly head and get you back up on the radar of the narcissist, and perhaps they attempt to hoover you. We don't want any of that. Remember, side note, pro tip, don't ever, and I mean don't ever accept a hoover. A hoover doesn't mean the narcissist wants to get back with you. It means they're testing the temperature of you. They're seeing if you've healed, if you've gone no contact, if you've figured out who they are, if you've seen behind the mask, and if you have cut all the ties. If you've cut all the ties, you're in a great spot. Stay there. Do not go backwards. Maintain your boundaries and do not unblock the narcissist. Don't be peeking at their social media. Don't be driving by their house. Don't be caring what the new supply is doing. Just continue to focus on you and take all that energy that was going out into the narcissistic relationship and put it back into yourself. This is how you get your cup full. This is how you heal. And again, there is no magic bullet or no magic pill or no magic wand that can be waved or consumed to expedite your healing path. The healing path is a direct correlation contingent upon how much work you place into yourself. Once you cut the ties off from the narcissist or begin to do so, your energy will return slowly. So will your health, your mindset, your clarity, your money, your bank account, etc., your purpose. You'll get better sleep, you'll be eating and exercising better, etc. But this will take time again. So realize and recognize the narcissist knows what they're doing. They know when to turn the gas up. They know when to put the brakes on it. They know when to pop up. They know when to disappear. They know how to take you super high, drop you super low. They know that they're doing it with other people at the same time. The narcissist has no qualms about lying, stealing, cheating, and destroying. That's why these people don't change. So if you're considering, or the person you're considering right now, you're thinking they're not that bad, think again. If you made it this far in the video, it's because you need help. It's because you're craving the answers to the questions that you have that you know the narcissist won't give you. That's why the narcissist won't give closure. That's why they don't care about anybody. That's why they just want to kick people when they're down and discard them at the lowest points of their life, because they don't think these people will exist. They don't think these people will dust themselves off by the bootstraps and heal properly. But that's what you've done, or that's what you're doing. So recognize what I'm sharing with you. The narcissist wants you spinning your wheels. They want you stuck. They want to make plans with you and break them. They want you paying for everything. They want you putting gas in their car. They want you getting them Amazon packages, paying for their smartphone bill. They want to live in their parents' basement, rent-free, wearing a t-shirt from 30 years ago, playing the first version of Xbox or Nintendo, whatever it was, because they haven't grown up, they haven't developed. But the whole time, what do they really care about? They care about their smartphone, sitting there, keeping people stuck, getting new people hooked on them, getting new people attached to them from all over the world, and claiming that they're the best person since sliced bread, when in fact they haven't paid their way. They haven't paid a dime in rent in 10 years since they graduated high school, or maybe 20 years. Why? Because they're living with their parents who are enablers. And that's what these people do. The narcissist is weak, they're a coward, they're frail, they're shallow, and they're hollow. They need people doing things for them. That's what you were doing for them. You're no longer doing anything for them. Get the message. Stay away from these people. Get them out of your mind, out of your purview, out of your proximity, and out of your energy field. If you haven't taken steps to remove them, I strongly suggest you consider doing it. If not now, when? If you can't do it right now, I get it. Utilize gray rock, which means become dull and boring. Get off the radar of the narcissist. Face the facts that they can't change, they don't change, they can't be accountable, they can't introspect. All they want to do is punish people for being empathetic, for being kind, for being trusting, for being caring, and for being committed. That was me, that was you. Now we have boundaries. Now we can say no, the strongest word in the English language. And remember, when we say no to something or someone, we are saying yes to ourselves. And to say no to the narcissist, it will be the most powerful statement you've ever made to anybody. I am not suggesting actually tell them no. I'm saying let your actions do the speaking for you. Remove yourself from their proximity. Cut the avenues of communication off. Heal properly, take your time, rebuild, and understand that if where you are right now is where you want to be, that's a great thing. If where you are right now is not where you want to be, there's work to be done. But focus on what you can control. Focus on yourself. Stop giving the narcissist energy. Stop letting them live in your mind rent-free, and stop thinking that they can change. They can't. It's never happened in the history of humanity. The narcissist only cares about themselves because they're self-serving, parasitical creatures, and they're in a very low vibrational quagmire state. So everyone, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning. No matter where you are on the planet, you're not alone. Remember that. I love you all. God bless you. I love you all, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. And realize a few things, that the narcissist can't change. They do know what they're doing. They put their clothes on the exact same way you do. They breathe the same air. They make decisions that benefit them. They don't care who they throw under the bus. They don't care what consequences anyone has to pay as long as it isn't themselves. They will blame anybody for anything under the sun. And what they want to do is keep people trapped in that dungeon-like state of horrors, which is called the narcissistic fog. That's where you were existing, you weren't living, you were existing, and I was too. Once we're out, we elevate, we ascend, we grow, we change, we learn, and we teach if we can. We become awakened and aware, educated and empowered, and we realize that we are the priority. We come first, second, and third, and there is no room in our lives, not now, tomorrow, or ever, for a narcissist or toxic people ever again, because we become the educated empath. Get the message. Go no contact. This is your life. I love you all. God bless you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. And all the ducks and the geese are up here now, but they said hello to you. So I love you all. Bye. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.